Do you have any advice for other people who are also trying to like get into the freelancing area, with like, because it's kind of a tough field to breach, if I'm not mistaken. Like you said, you kind of got lucky, but also, of course, you work very hard at it. But is there any like general mindsets you advocate having, or any kind of tips basically that helps make that process smoother when entering that field?
Yeah, you are not going to find success overnight, obviously.
Right.
Like, especially on YouTube and Twitch and all that sort of stuff. It takes time to grow. And, like, don't take it personally when things fall apart. Like, when a job falls apart, don't take it personally. Because a lot of the time it's just like, oh, I can no longer afford to do this, or
sure,
like I just want to take it in a different direction.
Has that happened often for you specifically? Like, is that something that's common in that field, is just jobs falling out?
I've only really had one that kind of fell apart. I used to do, I'm sure if you've been on YouTube, you've seen, I think they're called content farms. It's not a very nice way to put it, but like,
I do think I know what you're talking about.
Like stuff like I used to edit for a channel called Looper.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And those were like fine fluff videos about like.
Fine's a good way to put it.
Yeah, they're fine. They're fine. Like they know exactly what they are. They're kind of listicles without being top tens.
They have a place, right?
They know that most people watch YouTube on the toilet, and
right.
They just want something on in the background.
Want something with the exact time duration it takes them to finish their business and get up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that fell apart because they were going in a different direction, and I think they moved a bunch of people in house instead of farming it out.
Of course.
Which makes sense.
Sure.
No ill will from that. Like that. It makes sense.
Yeah. Has a project ever like kind of gotten you down because of things going sour? Like, even if it didn't fully collapse, has there been any time, like, you obviously don't have to get into specifics, but just where you're working on a project and you're just thinking, because of some kind of other means in the project, you're thinking like, dang, like this makes it really hard to work right now because of like the way they're handling this project or something like that, right?
Never with like a channel. Never like.
Sure.
Like with Normal Boots, In-Game Theory, Indigeno Gaming, and even Arcadia, like it has never happened. I can think of one situation. I was doing a brand deal, and I won't say who the brand was.
Sure.
I don't even know if that NDA is still in effect. But it was like such a pain in the butt. Like, it was a video game company, and their creative side, the development team, was super into the video, but their legal department was not.
That's unfortunate.
And there was just no way to reconcile what the two sides wanted.
Right.
So that video, in its original form on its original channel, it was supposed to go up on, never came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was that like just a bummer because you spent so much time working on it? Like, is that what kind of got you down?
From conception to like it just actually falling through, that took almost a year.
Oh man.
And I was really proud of that project.
Right.
It was a bummer. Yeah, for sure.
It is. Yeah. Hey there. You just watched a clip from my creative podcast. If you'd like to check out the full episode as well as other episodes as soon as they come out, you can support me over on Patreon for the $3 tier, or you can just subscribe here and wait for clips and podcast episodes to come out eventually.